Oh yeah, here's your one only smoke.
Yep, that's it.
And we'll fix that.
Okay, so here's our 3 bedrooms. We have our son's room, a bedroom we're using as an office,
Yeah.
and our master bedroom.
Nice, okay.
Here's your new smoke detector. Code requires 2 sources of power now. We have your battery power, which you're used to seeing. That's just backup. The primary source of power, right here, 120 volts house power. We also have a third wire. It's an interconnecting wire which sends a communicating signal to the other devices that are in your house.
Which is good, because if you have a fire down in the basement and that device goes off, you're going to want these devices to signal as well. So the interconnected wire will make that happen.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, let's grab some tools and get started. All right, Ann. I've gone ahead and marked all the smoke detectors on this floor, the 3 in the bedroom and the 1 in the hall. What we need to do now is drill a hole big enough to hold this box. This is where all your wiring connections happen. Before I do that, I want to make sure there's no structure in the way. It's a pretty big hole. So I'm going to go ahead. Kevin!
Yeah.
I'm going to drill a hole. Just look for it. It's going to be a metal rod.
Keep coming. Oh, there it is. Good.
Put a piece of tape on it and mark it. We'll leave that in place. Let's check the other locations.
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
To make sure we have room for the new electrical box, I need to remove the floorboards and see if there's any obstructions. To cut the holes for the new electrical boxes, we're going to use this hole saw. And I have this plastic shroud, which is going to capture all the dust. First one's done. Now 3 more to go.
Awesome.
All right, Ann. What we need to do now is get power to your smoke detectors. What I've found, this outlet here has power. It's on the same circuit as your bedroom lights downstairs.
Well, why wouldn't I want it on a separate circuit?
Well, if somebody shuts off the smoke detectors, we need to be able to know that. So you want something that's going to be noticeable. What I've done is I've gone ahead and run power from this outlet down across this bay that's wide open, through this floor joist, and into the baby's bedroom. Now what I need to do, I've already got it over to this point. We're going to go across this bay right to Kevin, who's at the hole in the master bedroom.
So I've got your fish tape here, Scott, but this is a first for me. You got a little light here at the end. That's great.
Isn't it? The more light, the better, Kevin. So let's put that in the bay and send it right over to me.
Oh, look at that. Easy to find because of the light. Keep it coming to you. Got it?
That's it, Kevin. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this onto the fish rod, and you're going to pull it back till you get to that point right there. That's all we need. Go ahead.
Okay. There it is.
All right, great. Keep going, Kevin. And that's it. Now we're going to pull a loop right here and feed it down into the hallway. I'm using an old work style electrical box, and it has these ears on the sides that'll clamp down onto the top of the ceiling when I tighten these screws. I want to make sure these ears are tight. We'll push it up into the ceiling. Go ahead and grab a screwdriver. Connections are pretty straight ahead. We have black to black, white to white, and red to orange. We don't need a ground on this smoke detector. We're just going to wrap that up inside the box. And we just push all the splices and twist it. in place.
So, and we also want to protect you against carbon monoxide poisoning, and there's a risk of that anytime you've got combustion from like a stove, a hot water heater, or a furnace. And the tricky thing about carbon monoxide is it's odorless, it's invisible, and it's tasteless. So you'll never know you have a leak unless you've got one of these, a carbon monoxide detector. There you go.
That's right. And we need one of these on every level of your home and within 10 feet of the bedroom. So we're going to put one right up here in the hallway.
Now, in this case, we're actually using a combination smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. So this will do both.
In order to get all these devices to communicate with the rest of the house, we need to bring a wire from here right down to the basement.
Ah, there it is. I got it.
So this device is now connected to the second floor, and it's a combination smoke detector with carbon monoxide.
And that's great since the furnace is right here.
That's right.
But what's this second box for?
That's to get me out of trouble on the first floor. All right, Ann. The first floor ceiling of a house is one of the most difficult places to get a wire to, either from the attic or the basement. And your house is no different. But what I need to do is get a smoke detector with a carbon monoxide on this level. So I've brought with us a battery-powered, wireless smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector. This device will send a signal downstairs and receive a signal if you get a smoke or carbon monoxide anywhere in the house. And that's it. Okay, I've made the final connections into the power in the attic. Up until this point, there was no power. Now, we're going to test them.
And what do you got there?
Well, we could press the test button, or I brought my can of smoke.
Can of smoke.
Here we go. It's going to be loud.
Takes a little bit, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. There's a little bit of a delay. That should do it.
Oh.
Oh, that's loud.
Well, that's the point, right? I mean, you used to have just one. Now you've got 7. No way you're going to sleep through that.